Yeah, Miami, South Beach, bringing the heat, Can y'all feel that? Can y'all feel that? Jig it out, Here I am in the place where I come let go. In Miami, the bass and the sunset low. Every day like a Mardi Gras. Everybody party all day, no work, all play, okay? So feel me? All ages and races, real sweet faces. Every different nation, Spanish, Haitian, Indian, Jamaican, black, white, Cuban, or Asian. I only came for 2 days of playing, but every time I come I always wind up staying. This the type of town I can spend a few days in. Miami, the city that keeps the roof blazing.
Welcome to Mosinee, bienvenido a Miami.
Bouncing in the club with the heat is on all night on the beach till the break of dawn.
I'm going to Miami.
Welcome to Mosinee.
Water so clear you can see to the bottom. $100,000 cars, everybody got them. Ain't no surprise in the club to see Sly Stallone. Miami, my second home. So cash in your dough and flow to this fashion show. Pound for pound, anywhere you go. Yo, ain't no city in the world like this. And if you ask how I know, I got to plead the fifth.
Miami.
Where the heat is on all night on the beach till the break of dawn.
Welcome to Mosinee, bienvenido a Miami.
Bouncing in the club where the heat is on all night on the beach till the break of dawn.
I'm going to Miami.
Welcome to Mosinee.
Party in the city where the heat is on.
Master, you in luck, cause up your sleeves you got a brand magic never fails. You got some power in your corner now, some heavy ammunition in your hand. You got some punch in the air. You got who and how, say all you gotta do is up that land. And I'll say, Mr. Lancer, what will your pleasure be? Let me take your order, jot it down. You ain't never had a friend like me. Life is your restaurant, and I'm your lady. Come on, whisper what it is you want. You ain't never had a girl like me. Yes, sir. We crash sales on service. You're the boss, the king, the shine. Say what you wish, it's your tradition. A little more Bobby Bar. That's on the colony. Got all the colony beans. I'm in the mood to help you, dude. You ain't never had a friend like me. Mr. Lancer, have a shot 2 or 3. I'm on the job, you big neighbor.
like me.
A dream is a wish your heart makes when you're fast asleep. In dreams you will lose your heartaches. Whatever you wish for, you keep. Have faith in your dreams, and someday your rainbow will come smiling through. No matter how your heart is grieving, if you keep on believing, the dream that you wish will come true. A dream is a wish your heart makes when you're fast asleep. In dreams you will lose your heartaches. Whatever you wish for, you keep. Have faith in your dreams, and someday your rainbow will come smiling through. No matter how your heart is grieving, if you keep on believing, the dream that you wish will come true.
Salakadoola, menchikaboola, bibbidi bobbidi boo. Put them together and what have you got? Bibbidi bobbidi boo. Salakadoola, menchikaboola, bibbidi bobbidi boo. Better do magic, believe it or not. Bibbidi bobbidi boo. Now salakadoola means menchikaboola roo. But the thingy bob that does the job is bibbidi bobbidi boo. Put them together and what have you got? Bibbidi bobbidi boo. Sa-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la, bibbidi bobbidi boo. Put them together and what have you got? Bibbidi bobbidi boo. Now salakadoola means mitchkaboola roo. The thingy bob that does the job is bibbidi bobbidi boo. Sa-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la, bibbidi bobbidi boo. Put them together and what have you got? Bibbidi bobbidi, bibbidi bobbidi, bibbidi bobbidi.
Do you ever look at someone and wonder what is going on inside their head?
What a feeling! Take your passion. What a feeling!
By clouds of gray and low skies of blue, a dip in the pool, a trip to the spa, endless days in my chaise, the whole world according to moi. Excuse me. Thank you. Iced tea imported from England, lifeguards imported from Spain, towels imported from Turkey, turkey imported from Maine. We're gonna relax and renew. You go do. I want fabulous, that is my simple request. Always fabulous, bigger and better and best. I need something inspiring to help me get along. I need a little fabulous, is that so wrong? Fetch me my Jimmy Choo flip-flops. Where is my pink Prada tote? I need my Tiffany hairband. Then I can go for a float. Summer like never before. I want more.
She wants fabulous, that is a simple request. Always fabulous, bigger and better and best. She needs something inspiring to help her get along. She needs a little fabulous, is that so wrong?
Absolutely not.
Times it's summertime, it's our vacation. Times it party time, that's right, say loud. What time's it? Time of our lives, anticipation. Times it summertime, school's out, scream shout.
Finally summer's here, good to be chilling out. I'm off the clock, pressure's out. Now my girl's what it's all about.
Ready for some sunshine, for my heart to take a chance. I'm here to stay, not moving away. Ready for a summer romance.
Everybody ready, going crazy, yeah, we're out.
Come on and let me hear you say it now, right now.
What time's it? Summertime, it's our vacation. What time's it? Party time, that's right, say it loud. What time's it? Time of our lives, anticipation. What time's it? Summertime, school's out, scream shout. No more waking up at 6 a.m. 'cause now our time is all our own. You've already been waiting, come on, let's go. Out of control. Alright.
The usual morning lineup. Start on the chores and sweep till the floor's all clean. Polish and wax, do laundry and mop and shine up. Sweep again and by then it's like 7:15, and so I'll read a book or maybe 2 or 3. I'll add a few new paintings to my gallery. I'll play guitar and knit and cook and basically just wonder when will my life begin. wrong? Is it right? Be a thief in the night. Mother, tell me what to do. I was once like you, my child, slightly insecure. Argued with my mother too, thought I was mature. But I put my heart aside and I used my head. Now I think it's time you learned what dear old mama said. Don't you wanna be evil like me? Don't you wanna be mean? Don't you wanna make mischief your daily routine? Where you can spend your life pretending to the poor. But when you're evil, doing less is doing more. If you wanna be awful and free, then you should thank your lucky star that you were born the girl you are, the daughter of an evilicious queen like me.
Something strange in your neighborhood. Who you gonna call? Ghostbusters! There's something weird and it don't look good. Who you gonna call? Ghostbusters! I ain't afraid of no ghosts. I ain't afraid of no ghosts. Don't get caught alone, no, no. Ghostbusters! When it comes through your door, unless you just want some more, I think you better call Ghostbusters! Ow! Who you gonna call? Ghostbusters! Who you gonna call? Ghostbusters! Who can you call?
We can make it further, rerun it, and don't look back. It's a light at the end of the tunnel if you stay on track. But I know any minute when your fingers turning up like snap. So hard to lose like that. Hey, let's do it all around the world. We can turn up the sunshine. We can turn up the sunshine. Sing about all the boys and girls. You can turn up the sunshine. You can turn up the sunshine. Sing all night long night. Waiting for the light. Waiting for the light. Let's do it all around the world. We can turn up the sunshine. We can turn it up. Make it hard to lose like that. You want it? You got it? I'm with it if you do it like that. It's Friday night when the colors of the rainbow flash. We gotta keep it moving, make a change so we don't change back. So hard to lose like that. Let's do it all around the world. We can turn up the sunshine. We can turn up the sunshine. Sing about all the boys and girls. You can turn up the sunshine. You can turn up the sunshine. Make it hard to lose like that.
You're a mean one, Mr. Grinch. You really are a heel. You're a as cuddly as a cactus, you're as charming as an eel, Mr. Grinch. You're a bad banana with a greasy black peel. You're a monster, Mr. Grinch. Your heart's an empty hole. Your brain is full of spiders. You've got garlic in your soul, Mr. Grinch. I wouldn't touch you with a 39.5-foot pole. You're a vile one, Mr. Grinch. You have termites in your smile. You nauseate me, Mr. Grinch, with a nauseous super nos. You're a crooked jerky jockey and you drive a crooked horse, Mr. Grinch. You're a 3-decker sauerkraut and toadstool sandwich with arsenic sauce.
If you want it, take it. I should have said it before. Tried to hide it, fake it. I can't pretend anymore. I only wanna die alive, never by the hands of a broken heart. I don't wanna hear you lie tonight, now that I've become who I really am. This is the part when I say I don't want to. I'm stronger than I've been before. This is the part when I break free, 'cause I can't resist it no more. Oh, the thought of your body, I came alive. It was lethal, it was fatal, and my dreams it felt so right. But I woke up every time. This is the part when I say I don't want you. I'm stronger than I've been before. This is the part when I break free, 'cause I can't resist it no more.
With the Mario Brothers and plumbing's a game. We're not like the others who get all the fame. If your sink is in trouble, you can call us on the double. We're faster than the others, you'll be hooked on the brothers. Hooked on the brothers. Yo, you're in for a treat, so hang on to your seat. Get ready for adventure and remarkable feats. You'll meet Koopas and Troopas, the princess and the others. Hanging with the plumbers, you'll be hooked on the brothers to the bridge. I say hooked on the brothers, the brothers.
Well, if you ever plan to motor west, Jack, take my way, it's the highway, that's the best. Get your kicks on Route 66. Well, it winds from Chicago to LA, more than 2,000 miles all the way. Get your kicks on Route 66. Well, it goes from St. Louis, Joplin, Missouri, Oklahoma City looks so pretty, you see. Amarillo, Gallup, New Mexico, Flagstaff, Arizona, don't forget Winona, Kingsman, Moscow, San Bernardino. Oh, you get used to this kind of chip, Jack, and take that California trip. Get your kicks on Route 66. Get your kicks on Route 66.
Well, East Coast girls are hip. I really dig those styles they wear. And the Southern girls with the way they talk, they knock me out when I'm down there. The Midwest farmers' daughters really make you feel alright. And the Northern girls with the way they kiss, they keep their boyfriends warm at night. I wish they all could be California. I wish they all could be California. I wish they all could be California girls. The West Coast has the sunshine and the girls all get so tan. I dig a French bikini on Hawaiian Island dogs by a palm tree in the sand. I've been all around this great big world and I've seen all kind of girls. Yeah, but I couldn't wait to get back in the States, back to the cutest girls in the world. I wish they all could be California. I wish they all could be California. I wish they all could be California girls. Yeah. This is that ice cold Michelle fight for that white gold. This one for them hood girls, them good girls, straight masterpieces. Styling, wildin', living it up in the city. Got Chuck's on with Saint Laurent. Gotta kiss myself, I'm so pretty. I'm too hot. Call the police and the fireman. I'm too hot. Make a dragon wanna retire, man. I'm too hot. Say my name, you know who I am. I'm too hot. And my band brought up that money. Break it down. Girls hit you, hallelujah. Girls hit you, hallelujah. Girls hit you, hallelujah. Cause Uptown Funk don't give it to you. Cause Uptown Funk don't give it to you. Cause Uptown Funk don't give it to you. Saturday night and we in the spot. Don't believe me, just watch. 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 Come on. Don't believe me, just watch. 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 Hey, 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 oh!
in Brooklyn with a frown upon my face. Just left Wisconsin, where there's cheese enough to start this rat race. But thanks to the brothers' rides, we don't know where we'll sleep tonight. Yeah, I'm a bird in the sky, and tomorrow when I rise, I'll wake up in Paris with a new love in my heart. Or maybe Germany with that brand new pet I met in Stuttgart. Sky's the limit, it's time to play. I'll put down roots some other day. No need to be a lonely Joe. The jet set is the only way to go.
Things look better from above, so buckle up. Next up is the jet set is the only way to go. Let's go surfing now. Everybody's learning how. Come on a safari with me. Come on a safari with me. Early in the morning we'll be starting out. Some honeys will be coming along. We're loading up our woody with our boards inside and heading out singing our song. Come on, baby, wait and see. Yes, I'm gonna take you surfing with me. Along, come, baby, wait and see. Yeah, I'm gonna take you surfing with me. Let's go surfing now. Everybody's learning how. Come on a safari with me. Come on a safari. Huntington and Malibu, they're shooting the pier, and Rincon, they're walking the nose. We're going on safari to the islands this year, so if you're coming, get ready to go. Come on, baby, wait and see. Yes, I'm gonna take you surfing with me. Come on, baby, wait and see. Yeah, I'm gonna take you surfing with me. Let's go surfing now. Everybody's learning how. Come on a safari with me. Come on a safari. They're angling in Laguna and Sarasota. They're kicking out the Doheny too. I tell you, surfing's my wild, it's getting bigger every day, from Hawaii to the shores of Peru. Come on, baby, wait and see. Yes, I'm gonna take you surfing with me. Along with baby, wait and see. Yes, I'm gonna take you surfing with me. Let's go surfing now. Everybody's learning how. Come on a safari with me.
Ariel, listen to me. The human world, it's a mess. Life under the sea is better than anything they got up there. The seaweed is always greener in somebody else's lake. You dream about going up there, but that is is a big mistake. Just look at the world around you, right here on the ocean floor. Such wonderful things around you. What more are you looking for? Under the sea, under the sea. Darling, it's better down where it's wetter. Take it from me. Out on the shore they work all day, out in the sun they slave away, while we've been devoting full time to floating under the sea. Yeah, under the sea, under the sea. When the sardine begin to music to me, what do they got? A lot of sand. We got a hot crustacean band. Each little clown here know how to jam here under the sea. Each little slug here cutting a rug here under the sea. Each little snail here know how to whale here. That's why it's hotter under the water. Yeah, we look here down in the muck here under the sea.
To the water, long as I can remember, never really knowing why. I wish I could be the perfect daughter, but I come back to the water, no matter how hard I try. Every turn I take, every trail I track, every path I make, every road leads back to the place I know where I cannot go, where I long to be. Shines on the sea, it's blinding, but no one knows how deep it goes. And it seems like it's calling out to me, so come find me and let me know what's beyond that line. Will I cross that line? See the line where the sky meets the sea. It calls me, and no one knows how far it goes. Stays behind me. One day I'll know how far I'll go.
Blue sky, gentle breeze, bright day, sunshine and sweet harmonies. Time to play. No more complications. From now on, just good vibrations.
On my way, feeling fine. I can see my reflection in my surfboard shine. I can hardly wait to cause a commotion. Come on, everyone, jump into the ocean. Flying high, just out of reach. No end is what's when it's gonna be. Surf, 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 crazy. Surf, surf, crazy. Ride the perfect wave, say hi to the sky. Surf, 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 it's a bikini wonderland. Summertime, and we go surf, surf, crazy.
say. Everybody's gonna surfing, surfing USA. Yeah, everybody's gonna surfing, surfing USA.
Somewhere beyond the sea, somewhere waiting for me, my lover stands on golden sands and watches the ships that go sailing. Somewhere beyond the sea, she's there watching for me. If I could fly like birds on high, then straight to her arms I'd go sailing. We'll meet beyond the shore, we'll kiss just as before. Happy we'll be beyond the sea, and never again I'll go sailing.
That she can dance like this. She make a man wanna speak Spanish. Como se llama? Bonita, Picasa, Shakira, Shakira.
Oh baby, when you talk like that, you make the woman go mad. So be wise and keep on reading the signs of my body. I'm on tonight, you know my hips don't lie, and I'm starting to feel it's right. All the attraction, the tension. Don't you see, baby, this is perfection. Oh boy, I can see your body moving, half animal, half man. I don't really know what I'm doing, but you seem to have a plan. My will, self-restraint, have done to fail now. See, I'm doing what I can, so you know that's a bit too hard to explain.
She can dance like this. She make a man wanna speak Spanish. Como se llama? Bonita, Picasa, Shakira, Shakira.
Oh baby, when you talk like that, you know you got me hypnotized. So be wise and keep on reading the signs of my body. Oh, you know I'm on tonight, my hips don't lie. That's right, the attraction, the tension. Baby, like this is perfection.
How you feeling? you to Rio, Rio. Fly over the ocean like an eagle, eagle. And we can chill in my gazebo, gazebo. Nah, nah, nah. Let me take you to Rio, Rio. Fly over the ocean like an eagle, eagle. And we can chill in my gazebo, gazebo. Nah, nah, nah. All in together now. How you like the weather now? Rio, Rio, oh, Rio, Rio. Right here, show me now. You know how to put it down. Rio, Rio, oh, Rio, Rio. You got a light, girl, turn it on. Here's my turn me on. Rio, Rio, oh, Rio, Rio. You got a wild side, let it out. I'ma make you bring it up. Rio, Rio, oh, Rio. Nah, nah, nah. Shake it up fast, run it up slow now. Just move your body, girl. Work it to the floor. Let your body go now, nah. Oh. Let me take you to Rio, Rio. Fly over the ocean like an eagle, eagle. Yeah, we can chill in my gazebo, gazebo. Nah, nah, nah. Let me take you to Rio, Rio. Fly over the ocean like an eagle, eagle. Yeah, we can chill in my gazebo, gazebo. Nah, nah, nah. Let me take you to Rio. Show you all around De Janeiro. Teach you about the beat like a drummer. Don't act shy, girl, you know you wanna dance, 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 dance. Girl, you know you wanna dance, 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 dance. Oh, nah, nah, nah.
She's into superstitions, black cats and voodoo dolls. I feel a premonition, that girl's gonna make me fall. She's into new sensations, new kicks in the candlelight. She's got new addictions for every day and night. She'll make you take your clothes off and go dancing in the rain. She'll make you live a crazy life, but she'll take away your pain. Upside, inside out, she's living la vida loca. She'll push and pull you down, living la vida loca. Her lips are devil red, and her skin's a color mocha. She will wear you out, living la vida loca, living la vida loca.
Fisher. Abigail has been skating with the Silverblades for 8 years. She's competed in several competitions, including Tomahawk and Badger State Games, and has won over 30 medals in her skating career. This fall, she plans to attend UWSP to pursue a degree in music education. Abigail would like to thank her family, friends, and her coaches for supporting her skating. She is the daughter of Jesse and Jill Fisher. Our next senior is AJ Peterson. AJ has been skating with the club since the age of 5. AJ has skated competitively in many competitions, including the Badger State Games and the State Games of America. This fall, AJ plans to attend the University of Dubuque, Iowa, to pursue degrees in professional flight and finance. AJ would like to thank Coach Jamie and Coach Kaylee for their friendship and support over the years. AJ's parents are Bob and Tracy Peterson. Our next senior is Cassidy McMeekin. Cassidy has been skating with the Silverblades for 11 years. She's competed in the Badger State Games and has also been involved with synchro. She has been an assistant coach for the club as well. This fall, she plans to attend UW River Falls to pursue an English as a second language degree with a minor in either Spanish education or social studies education. She would like to thank her parents, friends, and coaches for supporting her skating. She is the daughter of Holly and Brandon Gunter and the late Thomas McMeekin. Our next senior is Haley Rint. Haley has been skating since she was 5 years old. She skated competitively in many local competitions, as well as the Badger State Games and the State Games of America. This fall, she plans to attend UW Green Bay to pursue a degree in human biology, and she plans to continue her skating while in college. She would like to thank her parents and coaches for supporting her skating. Haley is the daughter of Becky and Michael Ritt. Our next senior is Caitlin Krause. Caitlin has been skating since she was 11 years old. She has competed in several competitions, including the Badger State Games and the State Games of America. She's also been a member of the high school team and the Silveblades skating team as well. This fall, she plans to attend North Central Technical College to pursue a degree in nursing. She would like to thank her parents, friends, and coaches for supporting her skating. Caitlin is the daughter of Becky and Jason Krause. And last but certainly not least, Alexis Johnson. Lexi has been a member of the Silverblades for the past 13 years. She's skated competitively at many local competitions as well as the Badger State Games and the State Games of America, and she has more than 80 medals for her efforts. She has also completed tests with the USFSA in moves, dance, and free skate, and has represented the club on the high school team and on the synchro team as well. This fall, she plans to attend North Central Technical College to pursue a degree in business. Lexi would like to thank her parents and coaches for supporting her skating. She is the daughter of Dawn and Randy Johnson.
Smiling, dancing, everything's free.
you all for coming.